my dear students, welcome back to this class. I hope all are you good. So today let me start SST chapter number 20 public facilities. Public facilities मतलब जो सभी को हमें यहाँ पे सुविधाएं मिलती है, ठीक है, पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल नहीं, जो पब्लिकली होती है, सभी के लिए होती है. Public facilities, the government is responsible for providing drinking water, electricity, public transport, healthcare, public conveyance, sanitation, education facilities, as well as means of public transport and roads. तो गवर्नमेंट जो है किस इन सब चीज पानी, स्वच्छ पानी के लिए, बिजली, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट, हमारे स्वास्थ्य, एजुकेशन, इन सब चीज़ों के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है? गवर्नमेंट. सरकार की जिम्मेदारी होती है ये सब चीज़ें हमें प्रोवाइड कराना. So these facilities are necessary for the people in order to lead a comfortable life. ठीक है, तो हर व्यक्ति का जो है ये necessary the people, लोगों के लिए ना ये comfortable life फॉलो करने के लिए ये सब चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी होती हैं. So these are known as public facilities. Public facilities are those services whose benefits and shared by many people. So in a democracy, it is the responsibility of the government to provide basic public facilities to the people. The government sometimes hires the services of some private organization for the construction and maintenance of such public facilities. For example, in big cities like Kolkata and Delhi, private companies are in charge of supplying electricity. है ना, यहाँ पे कौन? प्राइवेट जो कंपनी है, लेकिन उनको क्या है, सरकार ने, गवर्नमेंट ने उन्हें हायर किया हुआ है. ठीक है. हाउ डू पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज हेल्प इन द ओवरऑल प्रोग्रेस ऑफ अ कंट्री? लेट अस लुक एट एन एग्जांपल. द गवर्नमेंट बिल्ड रोड इन द सिटीज एज वेल एज रोड टू कनेक्ट वन सिटी टू अनदर. सरकार सड़कें बनाती है एक जगह से दूसरे शहर को जोड़ने के लिए. हाईवेज आर द नेटवर्क ऑफ रोड दैट कनेक्ट सिटीज एंड टाउन्स ऑल ओवर द नेशन. फिर हाईवे बनाए जाते हैं, ठीक है, टाउन सिटी सबको जोड़ने के लिए. इफ हाईवे आर वेल मेंटेन्ड, इट वुड बूस्ट टू द इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. गुड्स प्रोड्यूस्ड इन वन पार्ट ऑफ द country can be easily transported to another part through truck and containers. An efficient network of highways will increase the productivity of the people in many ways. So to cater to the traffic on the highways, motors, restaurants, mechanic shops would be established, providing employment to a large number of people. है ना, देखा होगा ना अपने हाईवे के किनारे पे, तो उससे क्या हुआ, इकोनॉमिक जो है हमारी कंडीशन सही होती है. The growing population of India is increasingly putting pressure on the existing public facilities. There is always a demand and supply gap both in the rural and urban areas. Migration of people to the cities from the villages putting acute pressure on the public facilities in the urban areas. Cost of public facilities. इनकी cost क्या होती है? The government needs money for the construction as well as maintenance of public facilities. What are the sources of income of the government? ठीक है, अब गवर्नमेंट जो है कैसे इन चीजों को बनाती है, उसके पास इनकम के क्या सोर्स हैं? सो द मेन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इज द टैक्सेस दैट इट इम्पोजेस ऑन पीपल. जो लोगों के द्वारा टैक्स लिया जाता है ना, वो सरकार की इनकम होती है. द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टैक्सेस आर इनकम टैक्स, सेल टैक्स, एंटरटेनमेंट टैक्स, प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स, एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट टैक्स, एंट्री टैक्स, custom duties and seizes. The revenue collected is utilized for defense expenditure and public welfare of the people and to carry out many developmental activities. However, the government cannot overburden people by imposing excessive taxes. Every year, the government presents the annual budget in Parliament. The budget gives details, information of the expense incurred by the government in implementation of its programs of the previous year. It also declares how much it foresees spending in the coming year. So in the budget, the government also announces the allocation of money to various new programs. So ये budget pass होता है ना, फिर आगे कोई चीजें go through होती हैं. Are public facilities available to all? Despite government's various efforts to provide public facilities to all the citizens, the facilities remain unavailable to many. The reason behind this is shortage of resources. For example, power cut which are a common feature in various states. पावर कट यानी कि बिजली का जो है बार बार जाना, ये एक कॉमन प्रॉब्लम है हर राज्य में. So in many states, for public convenience, the timing of power cut are announced beforehand. But in many other, nothing is certain. The next problem is the availability of water, which is not enough to meet the needs of all, due to which the poor and unprivileged suffer the most, as they are fully dependent on government services for their basic needs. So they are devoid of the basic amenities such as water and electricity. वाटर एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी क्राइसिस, पानी और बिजली की जो समस्या है जिससे लोग जूझते हैं, आइए उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इन स्पाइट ऑफ ऑल द डेवलपमेंटल वर्क पीपल बोथ इन रूरल एंड अर्बन एरियाज. तो ये एक ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है, चाहे वो रूरल एरिया है चाहे वो अर्बन एरिया है, दोनों जगह के लोग सफर करते हैं. फेस डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ हार्डशिप रिलेटेड टू इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. There are broken roads, scarcity of health centers and schools, and shortage of drinking water. Many villages are still without electricity. Urban areas, especially the big city, witness migration of people from the villages as well as from other cities in search of a better standard of living. Increasing number of people put a tremendous strain on resources such as water and electricity. The Constitution of India recognizes the right to water as being a part of the right to life and Article 21. So, it is the right of every person, whether rich or poor, to have sufficient amounts of water to fulfill his or her daily needs at a price that he/she can afford. However, many people in the urban areas face acute water shortages. The rural areas mostly depend on natural resources of water to meet the daily needs of the people. In many places, they have to travel long distance. पानी लेने की जाते हैं ना, कुएं पर जाते हैं. बहुत सी जगह ऐसी, अब इधर पानी काफ़ी अच्छी मात्रा में, लेकिन बहुत सी जगह ऐसी है जहाँ पे पानी के लिए बहुत किल्लत होती है और औरतें जो है पानी के बर्तन लेने के बहुत दूर दूर तक पानी भरने जाती हैं. To drinking water. In cities, especially in the slums, scarcity of water is an acute problem. So people can be seen queuing up for long hours in front of. अब घंटों घंटों लाइन में खड़े रहना पड़ता है लोगों को पानी के लिए, है ना. When there is no water supply, water tankers or coal to provide water. In summers, when the problem gets even more acute, shortage of water often leads to people fighting over their right to get water. From a tanker or a tap, these are called water riots. Similarly, there is an acute shortage of electricity as well, especially in big cities where the demand for power is more in summers. गर्मियों में सबसे ज़्यादा पावर कट होता है ना, जिससे लोगों को परेशानी होती है बहुत ज़्यादा. Many areas go without electricity for hours at a stretch. People are forced to adopt alternative forms of power generation, such as through generators and inverters. Not only are these expensive means of power, they also add to air and noise pollution also. Public water supply in Porto Alegre. Porto Alegre is a city in Brazil. कि ब्राज़ील में एक सिटी है, उसका यहाँ पर डिस्कशन हुआ है. Though there are many poor people in this city, what is remarkable is that it has a far low number of infant deaths are compared to most other cities of the world. The city's water department has achieved universal access to safe water, and this is the main reason behind the lower number of infant deaths. The average price of water is kept low, and the poor are charged half the basic rate. Whatever profit the department makes is used to improve the water supply. The working of the water department is transparent, and people can have a direct say in deciding which project the department should take up through a process of public meetings. People hear what the managers have to say and also vote on their priorities. It is the duty of the citizens to cooperate with the government and adopt measures to save water and electricity. So these are precious resources and conscientious crises of the country. We should ensure that there is more effective utilization of the available resources so that there are less waste and the gap between demand and supply get reduced in search of alternatives. Water shortage is a perennial problem, especially in the summer season. People feel that the government has failed completely in this regard, and private companies need to step in its shoes. So, But the private companies work for profit and they charge to provide this facility. Stepping in of private companies is not an acceptable idea because of the fact provided below. Water supply is the responsibility of the government in almost all the countries of the world, and there are very few examples of private sector being involved in the distribution of water. India too has stories of successful handling of water distribution by the government. For example, Mumbai's water supply department makes enough revenue to cover its expenses for water supply. Hyderabad has increased its distribution coverage and revenue collection. Chennai's water department has resorted to rainwater harvesting to restore groundwater levels. Private companies have also joined on contract basis in the transportation and distribution of water. The rates of water tankers are fixed by the water supply department to prevent overcharging. There are places in the world where public water supply has achieved universal access. For example, Porto Alegre in Brazil. In some cases, handling of water supply by private companies led to steep rise in prices. These resulted in huge riots across the cities like in Bolivia. Sanitization a challenge. The government needs to look into sanitation as well as so to prevent spreading of waterborne diseases. As per official statistics of 2011, 87% households in India have access to clean drinking water, while only 53% households have toilet facilities within their premises. The sanitation is a problem in both rural as well as urban areas. So let's go back to the Constitution of India that recognizes right to education, water, health, etc. So as part of right to life, it is the government that has been bestowed with the responsibility of providing access to public facilities to all the citizens. Sulabh, a non-government organization, has been working for more than 5 decades to address the sanitation problems faced by low caste and low-income people in India. So this is the logo of Sulabh NGO. It has constructed more than 8,500 community toilets block as well as 1.5 million household toilets. This has given access to sanitation to more than 20 million people. This organization enters into contract with the local authorities or municipalities that provide land and funds for setting up services, whereas maintenance costs are sometimes financed through user charges. The government took an initiative in 2014 to build toilets across the country in rural and urban areas to make India open defecation safe. In the last decade, toilets have been made to improve the condition of sanitation for the poor, but the government needs to take some more effective measures to ensure public welfare in India. Public welfare in India, what is it? The state of public welfare in India is bitter and shows a distressing state of affairs in spite of the fact that the Constitution guarantees right to education for all children between the ages of 6 and 14. Only a meager population has access to the facility. This inequality in the distribution of public facilities especially comes to light when we compare urban and rural areas for wealthy localities with slums. So everyone, all topics are covered in this chapter here. I hope you all are very well understand this. We will meet you the next class. Thank you.